All right, welcome to the final unit of grade 11 functions. We're learning all about financial math this unit. To start off with, just to give you a little bit of background information, when you deposit money into a bank account, the money doesn't just sit in the bank. What essentially happens is the bank uses your money for its own investments. And then same thing with you, if you invest money into a company, you will hopefully get back more than what you invested, right? And the money that you earn on your investment is called interest. And there are lots of different types of interest paid. The first one we're going to go over is simple interest, which means that you earn just a percentage of your initial investment. So take this first example. Suppose $100 is deposited in an account that pays simple interest at the rate of 5% per year. Calculate how much interest is earned after 3 years. This means that for each year the money is in the account, it earns 5%, that 5% per year, of $100, 100 being your initial investment or deposit. Okay, so after 1 year, you've earned $5 in interest. Okay, after 2 years, you've earned a total of $10 in interest. And after 3 years, then, you would have earned a total of interest earned equals $100 times 5%, multiply that by 3 years, so you would have earned $15 worth of interest. All right, so whenever you see the word simple in a question, financial math question, you would just use the formula I equals PRT to calculate the interest earned. So I represents the amount of interest earned, so that's going to be in dollars. P represents your principal amount that you invested. Okay, so your initial amount that you're beginning with. R would represent your interest rate per annum, which means annually. And this is given to you as a percent, but in the equation you would write it as a decimal. Always convert your percents to decimal. And last but not least, the T would represent time in years. All right, so very important formula, I equals PRT. Now, for the second part, the total worth of an investment would be calculated using this formula, A equals P plus I. This would apply actually not just for simple interest investments, but for all investments. All right, A represents your total amount. P would represent the principal invested, so what you began with. And then I would represent the interest earned. And just keep in mind, this I up here is the same as this I down here. Okay, and so this P is the same as that P. Okay. Now, if you think about it, a simple interest investment would be modeled by a linear function because, as you see in this example, interest earned is $5, then $10, then $15, so you're going up by the same amount every time. So linear function. And the amounts after each year, so after year 1, you would have $105. After year 2, 110. After year 3, 115. So the amounts after each year would produce an arithmetic sequence. So you might want to just highlight that. Okay, linear function, arithmetic sequence. Now, if you move on to this A equals P plus I just want to show you how you can model this with the linear function. Instead of I'm going to replace this with PRT. Okay, and I'm just going to rearrange this to say PRT plus P. Look how similar this is to the equation, linear equation y equals mx plus b. As you can see here, the slope of this relation would be the amount of interest earned per year, that's slope PRM. Okay. Time would be your independent variable, and then this plus P indicates your starting amount, so your initial investment. In a line or in a graph, that would be represented by your y-intercept. Okay, let's go over some examples.